look inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
So after getting drafted in the first round a year ago to Minnesota, gets off to a slow start, suffers an early injury, ends up watching the entire season from the sideline. Sam Darnold took the starting job and ran with it. But now it's J.J. McCarthy's time. He got to watch firsthand how good you can be in this Kevin O'Connell system if you just rely on the weapons, trust the reads, and play within the confines of that system, because Kevin O'Connell has shown 2 things. He can win football games, and he can coach quarterbacks. So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Now here's Aaron Jones, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Donovan is a rucker. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he will go all the way. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown, Vikings. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through, and the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Cowboys 0.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A return coming from the 14. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Yards on the play.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again here with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On third down, Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
13 yards on the play.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That's brought in right side by Pickett.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
It is 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. play action. Here's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Jalen Naylor. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
It's 3rd and 4. In motion, Naylor. He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their second possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Able to make one-man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On second down, it's Dak. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over
at their own 15-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
First down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
Recovered by the offense.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Moving, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. Out to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb.
Incomplete.
And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Off the bootleg. It's McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd down, 3 to go. To throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. It's on the 24th overall pick back in the April draft, Donovan Jackson.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That one incomplete. Good job, Pittsburgh there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
A short one taken by Hawkinson. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a 1st down.
On the play. And the Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
In motion, Naylor. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time.
At the 30-yard line.
And it'll lead to a 2nd down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over at their own 15.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
First down.
But I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Dak to throw. Out wide, that's to Davis. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's good.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's in! Devontae Williams. Touchdown, Dallas.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Jones. And he'll get about 5.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Malik Hooker. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Moving left, they're going to work this down inside the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That one caught by Hawkinson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. A run, it's Jones. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. We get a stoppage. There's an injured player. It is T.J. Hawkinson who was shaken up on that last play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They run it once more with Jones. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. This one caught at the 4.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Kenny Clark getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanking it everywhere he looked. Bring up a 4th down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings
Personal
are
foul.
back within
Roughing the
4
kicker.
at 14-10. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It
Automatic
gives
first
them
down.
an automatic first down. On the ground now with Jones. Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Reichard now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We get a stoppage. There's an injured player. It is T.J. Hawkinson who was shaken up on that last play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We are all square, 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. Now a return coming from the 14. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run this. And he will give himself up at the end of that one.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They run over center with Williams. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. Throwing is Prescott. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at 4th down.
Price now to return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming. So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
In motion, it's Jefferson. To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And now it's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. A first down throw for Prescott. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. Looked like one of the Cowboys was there to recover. Indeed, they will keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Not fun here. Third and a lot. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a receiver. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And that one set down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Dak. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9
yards. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking, getting yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. So now they'll pitch it out here. He'll manage only a couple. DeMarvin Overshown there on the tackle.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison.
Complete to Jordan Addison. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. To throw, it's McCarthy. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker, and that's going to be a turnover on down. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
We'll try to run for it with Williams. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds.
26-yard line.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start out first down and 10. On the give, it's Jones. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Deron Bland with the tackle.
28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion, Naylor. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Yards on the play.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Room to run at the 35. And he'll be taken down. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Rolling right. Off he goes. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Prescott on 1st down. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
We'll get this out quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throw again. Dak gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To the air again. Prescott. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
3rd and 5. Prescott again. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
10 yards.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's complete. Left side, sticking. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Aubrey's pick is good. And the Cowboys will cut the lead down to 4.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll gain about 6 there. It's up past the 35-yard line.
Ivan Pace on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Yards on the play.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Whoa. And you wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Price now to return it. Oh, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He's going to tuck it and go. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
16 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a called to the punt
A
team.
4-yard gain.
It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds.
35-yard line.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Dak gonna run with it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's
He was
all.
brought down by Fabian Moreau.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They put Pickens in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. On play action. Here's Dak. Into the hands of Pickens once again. And he'll take this one in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
21.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. He gets it to go. The Vikings have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. First down, it is Williams. And wow, it's hard to get a square shot when he's moving like that. Spinning and turning and picking up 9 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. A pitch comes to Williams. And he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll go with Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Now a 3rd and 2. On the give, it's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of the football.
First down.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that first down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great. But don't try to go for the home run and bring up 4th down.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Now, Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Short throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On the ground is Mason. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Try to stretch it out, can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and it comes from the 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Play action now. Prescott. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a
gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Second down, they need 3. Back to throw is Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Third and short. Prescott. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Vikings 7-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Now Prescott. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
On third down, here's Williams. And he just scored! Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
37. Vikings 28.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Now he'll run. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage. but at least he avoids taking that shot.
To the air on third down is McCarthy.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. He's tackled down by Byron Murphy. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. On the move left. He'll try to run for it.
Number 4, Dak Prescott on the keeper.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
46-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the run, Jones begins this fourth quarter. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns. But that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate 1st downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have a Vikings 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Quinton Williams getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
But just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Open man is Oliver, the tight end. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Donovan Izaraku in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 7.
To throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And the Vikings going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. In motion, it's Jefferson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he will score! Game on! J.J. McCarthy! Touchdown, Vikings! Will Riker down on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings have cut the deficit to 5.
40. Vikings 35.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On the play fake, Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
This pass ringside is caught by Schoonmaker. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll go again here with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the
I don't want to take
44-yard
anything away
line.
from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no
It's
gain.
a loss of a yard.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time, comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now, give to Davis. And he'll plow forward for a a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Now this looks like a design run, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it.
The Vikings take over first.
Here comes Aaron Jones, and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations and easier to convert.
This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's McCarthy. Short pass, caught by Oliver. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, They don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jadeveon Clowney getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Oliver. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Now McCarthy. He takes off. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball in the post.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Second down, goal to go. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings have cut the deficit to 5.
Cowboys 47, Vikings 42.
A one-score game late. You figure they've got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Prescott. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, it's down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Talk things over before third down. Pistol now for Prescott. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in.
McCarthy's pass, complete to Jalen Naylor. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Now, 2nd and 4. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.